And welcome to match 2 of the evening between Perth Pumas and Scarborough Sharks. In net for the Pumas is Andrei Ignichenko. In the fixo position, Mac Miakotta, Kai John, Bennett Vesey, and Ahmad Jahil. And for Scarborough Sharks, it's Matt Oosthuizen, Brandon Oosthuizen, Josh Chevelle, and Brandon Prince with Jigar Hingracia in net. All the usual suspects for both teams. Great ball down the line from Miakotta. Cleaned up by Matt Oosthuizen. Looking to play into the runner Brandon Prince, but it's cleaned up by Ignichenko. Miakotta. Jahel. Oosthuizen. Vesey. Miakotta. Ball through. John! A big chance going backing for Kai John. Firing that one to the left of Hingracia's goal. A dangerous player, John. Always finds himself in the right area. Scored quite a few memorable goals this season. As Scarborough Sharks go up the other end. Brandon Prince goes boom on the left boot. That one over the bar. John to Vesey. A loose ball by Vesey. Prince. Oosthuizen. Chevelle, first time over the bar. Ignichenko, will he look to go long? Play short to John. Vesey, got to be careful. Preston, forced to clear that one away. As soon as he took that poor first touch, Vesey was under the pump and didn't really have any options. Putting that one into safety, but Josh Chevelle standing over it, so still could be dangerous. Chevelle cleared by John. Jahel pressuring, and Chevelle not taking any chances. Miakotta to John. And the ball through, looking for the runner, Miakotta. Chevelle, long ball, Oosthuizen, lays it off, cleaned up now, Vesey, interception, and Oosthuizen wins it. Was there a foul? Referee might have let advantage play. Oosthuizen, and a good save by Ignichenko. Prince leaves it, Chevelle, that one across the ground, past the post. Jahel. John, ball through. Jahel! And a save by Hingracia. It was a good passage of play from the Pumas, breaking that Sharks defensive line. And Jahel finding himself with a chance, just couldn't slip it past Hingracia. Shot block. Miakotta, ball to the back post, looking for Jahel, but just a bit behind the Eritreans' run.
Come on, next one.
Oosthuizen to Chevelle. And back to Oosthuizen. De Oliveira, great ball down the line. Oosthuizen from the acutest of angles, couldn't gather any power. Miakotta to Jahel, a bit of a loose ball. John. Oh, great ball by Miakotta. Looking for the run of Jahel. Cleaned up by Oosthuizen, who's been lively early on. And trying to get that little flick on there was Matt Oosthuizen, couldn't quite. Loose ball looking for John. Rory Wilkinson and Finlay Alexander warming up on the bench for Pumas. We saw the first sub of the match made. Miguel De Oliveira for the Scarborough Sharks. Wilkinson, reverse ball. Chevelle uses Hingracia. And Oosthuizen over the top, looking for Chevelle. But the Black Panther can't get there. Cross the court ball. One back by De Oliveira. Ball to the back post. He stays in. Can't quite. Finley Alexander, youngest player on the court. He's had a good debut season in the Supa-Liga A. Bennett Vesey. Kai John needed to take a little bit off that ball, and Vesey would have been in. As we see the big cheese on. Mia Feta on for the Sharks. He scored last week, been in good form and will be looking to do so again. Great reverse ball. He stays in. The big cheese loses out to John. John's away. And a powerful left foot into the side netting. Maybe he could have aborted a couple of steps closer before he got the shot off. And that ball over the top. Big cheese brings it down. Tries to lay it off. Wilkinson, Alexander, Vesey. Alexander. And looks to turn, but can't. And Gareth Chevelle, the veteran, on now. So Josh Chevelle, the only player on the court for the Sharks that hasn't seen any minutes on the bench yet. The big cheese holds it up and turns. And Mia Feta with the turn and shot. John with a good defensive block. As we see Rama Elliott come on now. A play with a bit of individual brilliance for Rama Elliott. A stalwart for the Pumas. De Oliveira, and again. Can't quite find the net. Miguel De Oliveira. Ignichenko would be relieved. He went down after the initial save, and fortunately for the Perth Pumas, De Oliveira fighting to the side netting. Wilkinson lays it off to Elliott. Elliott's away. Toe poke, can't find the goal. Feta going to that pivot position. Chevelle, the veteran, in the middle to De Oliveira. And over the top, De Oliveira! Just wide, inches wide. A great piece of play, a great touch. He deserved a goal there, Miguel De Oliveira. The Pumas live to die another day. Perth Pumas definitely looking more threatening on the counter-attack, but in terms of the general build-up play, Sharks with the better of the opportunities. Ignichenko has been tested. The more of the two keepers. The Black Panther now. De Oliveira back to Chevelle. In the middle to Feta Begovic. A misguided ball. Alexander. Ingraja. Feta Begovic flicks it on nicely. Ignichenko scuffs his clearance. De Oliveira, ball still alive. Alexander. Elliott clears, picked up by Ignichenko. And now a chance on the counter. Jahel's away. Jahel! Should have brought it in a few steps closer to goal. And Feta Begovic, a misguided layoff once again. John having his first break of the match. Jahel on the left. Flashing wide of the post. And an exciting game so far. Plenty of chances, no goals yet. Feta Begovic. Back out to Chevelle. Josh Chevelle. De Oliveira. Back heels. Elliott's away. Jahel's on the right. Finds him almost. Matthew stays in and Corey Altintas on. Chevelle, loose touch. Altintas. A little back heel from De Oliveira, not quite coming off. Miakota, Wilkinson, Elliott, De Oliveira, was he pushed off the ball? No foul given. Elliott, who stays in, driving forward. Altentas down the line. Shot on the turn by Ustazen. Gets it out to Chevelle, who's played every minute of the match. His tank will be close to empty, you'd think, but he's still going strong. Block. Altentas. And over the bar. Meercotta. Elliott. Looking for Wilkinson. Can't quite find him. Altentas looking for that diagonal ball. That one rolls into touch. Ignichenko. In fact, it's a side ball. Chahal over it. 11 minutes into the half. Neither side yet to score a goal. Elliott finds himself with space. Chips it to the pivot in Wilkinson, who loses out. Altentas, the 1-2. Can't quite keep it in. Elliott. Chahal, heavy touch. Plays Meercotta, who's in a foot race with Chevelle. Chevelle puts it out. Lays it off the line to the Elliott, and it's gone in at the near post. Rama Elliott on the left boot from the sideline. What a magician. It looked like Hingraja was unsighted. Maybe he could have done better. Nevertheless, the Perth Pumas find themselves in the lead. A big goal from Elliott. Prince, Altentas making that run in behind. Prince ignores him and uses Ustazen, who gives it away. And it looks like there was a hold there. And a yellow card for Brandon Ustazen. Chahal fires from range and forces the save out of Hingraja. It was a good hit. Chahal up the line to Meercotta. He goes with the toe poke. A gallant effort. Hingraja is equal to on this occasion. Vesey. Meercotta. Chahal. Great feat to beat Prince. Looks inside. But pass blocked by Prince, who's away now. Brandon Prince cuts inside. Plays Altentas to Prince. Looks for the return. Meercotta does well. And a Sharks ball. Prince given away. And this time it goes the way of the Perth Pumas. Chahal, long ball. Altentas, one back by Vesey. Vesey beats him on the outside and shoots in at the near post as Finn Alexander comes back on after picking up an early injury. Ustazen to Matt Ustazen. Back to Brandon. Prince. This is where he's dangerous, turning onto that left. In a tussle now, and ball comes out loose the other end. Brandon, who stays in. Chipped over, and it's going to go in. There's the equaliser. Matt, who stays in. Ignichenko went to collect it, took a deflection, taking it out of his path. And Matt, who stays in, the poacher, levels the scoring with 5 minutes in the first half to go. As we see Kai Jan back on now. Vessi, Sean, Elliot, Miyakota rather. Prince loses out, but forced to stays in. He stays in, heavy touch. Miyakota. The ball in between the lines, Alexander. He's got to face forward. Sean, heavy touch. He stays in, can turn. Prince is on the left in support. Brandon, who stays in. Gareth Chevelle over the top. Ignichenko spills it. John cleans up the mess. Alexander given away. Chevelle. Prince. He stays in, scooped over. Prince on the left. Back post ball. Looking for Matt, who stays in. Miyakota plays John. Vessi. Through ball. John with a chance. Saved by Hingragia. And a long throw. A great throw. Headed over the top by who stays in. Andrei Ignichenko plays to Miyakota. Vessi driving forward. Still Vessi, shoots early. Chevelle over the top. Well defended by Alexander. And on the cusp of stop clock territory now. 2.5 minutes left to go. He stays in to Chevelle. Prince, great turn. Matto stays in. Is it going to be an own goal? Ignichenko claims it this time. Miyakota flicks it out. Vessi back to Miyakota. To Alexander. Is there one last goal before halftime in the tank? And the Pumas make him pay. Vessi, John looking for the back post. Now the Sharks are on the counter. He stays in. One who stays in looks for another. John, a good piece of defending. Miyakota, Alexander, John, back to Alexander. Through ball for Vessi, who's got Chevelle to beat. Back to Alexander, now John. Vessi. Miyakota. Alexander flicks it in. A loose ball. John. Look for the shot. Vessi. John. Spills out loose, and Vessi will clean it up. 1:12 left, and we see the big cheese on the Black Panther come on. Chevelle, who stays in to Josh Chevelle. And Brandon, who stays in, looking to make the run, just trips over, given away. Alexander, Vessi's on the overlap. Good turn by Alexander, still going. Back rolls to Vessi. Elliot, the goal scorer. Returns it to Elliot. Pressuring coming from the big cheese. And the big cheese comes away with it. On the left, on the follow-up. But a great double save. An amazing double save by Ignichenko to keep scores level going into halftime. And they'll have a corner for their troubles, the Scarborough Sharks, but they'll be kicking themselves. They didn't do better. Stason perhaps feels he could have lifted it over the oncoming goalkeeper, Chevelle. Blocked by Elliott, and he'll get it back. Last 30 seconds in the first half. Do we have another goal? Elliott, John, Vesey, Alexander, John, Elliott, John makes a run. Vesey, John, just a bit loose, that pass there from Vesey. Well, it did take a deflection. They've got a corner. Now's their chance to hit the jackpot. Alexander, a free shot. With 12 seconds left, Kinkrajia sends it long. Great throw, lays it off. Ustason, great interception. What an interception that was, and that'll do us for halftime. Yes, it will. 1-1. Matt Ustason and Rum Elliott, the goal scorers for each side. Very entertaining matchup, end-to-end, plenty of chances. We'll skip to a quick ad break and be back in just a moment. Fedibegovic, De Oliveira, Artintis, and Chevelle on the court. The Sharks with John, Wilkinson, Elliott, and Jehel on the court for the Pumas. Scores tied here at 1-1. Had a very close and tense game last game, and will we see one again? Fedibegovic, great turn! And saved at the near post by Ignichenko. Fedibegovic up to Chevelle. Chevelle again. Squeezes it out to Artintas. Wilkinson. Chevelle lets it run. Not quite going to have the pace to get there. He's a quick player, but not that quick. Chevelle looking for De Oliveira, who surprisingly hasn't seen too many minutes tonight, but I think we'll be seeing him a lot more in the second half. Chevelle down the line, De Oliveira saved at the near post by Ignichenko. And Feta lining up over it. They go to Chevelle for the volley instead. And quickly over the top to Chehel. Ball through the lines, cleared by Artintas. Elliott. Jahel. Toe poke on the left. Can't find the target. Chevelle to the feet of De Oliveira. De Oliveira back to Chevelle. Returns. We see the step overs and the skill moves come out. Artintis. Still Artintis. Good feet. Great ball over the top. De Oliveira. Squares it. Fedobekovic. Lays it off. Artintis fires just wide. And last time these two sides met in round 10 in December, the Perth Pumas came away 4-3 victors. So it was a tight contest in that round, and it's looking to be much the same again. Gordon Teong not playing this time around, though he was responsible for scoring the winner last time from the 10-metre mark with only 2 seconds left. So the Sharks will not want to repeat of that. They won't want to lose it late. De Oliveira playing Chevelle under pressure, who messes up his touch, and John, clinical as you like, finding the gap at the top of the D. And Kai John, we said it earlier, he's dangerous. He pops up with important goals all the time. And today's no surprise, finishing that one right in the corner. But you have to question the defensive setup from the Scarborough Sharks. He found that shot with way too much space, but he earned it nonetheless and puts his side in the lead. They'll look for a quick response here. De Oliveira can't keep it in. Ignachenko gonna look long, a little too long in fact. Hingraja will pick it up. Hingraja to Chevelle. A long ball over. Looking for the header Prince. Can't quite find him. Ignachenko. Elliott being pressed. Plays it off Artintas. Elliott. Wilkinson. Jahel makes the run. Can Elliott find him? Elliott gives it away down the line. Artintas subbing off who stays in. Chevelle. De Oliveira brings it down kindly on the chest. A lovely nutmeg on Chahel. Chevelle, who stays in, gives it away almost. And Graja clears. The damage isn't dealt with yet. John into the top corner. Kai John with the second of the game doubles the advantage for the Pumas. It was given away a little bit cheaply there by Ustazen, then by Hingraja, and then still they didn't clear their lines. John has made them pay twice, has capitalized on 2 errors, and they're out to a 3-1 lead. Now the Pumas, Sharks aren't going to be happy. They played well for a majority of the half, and even coming to the second half, they've had chances, but not much to show for it. Prince, passes like that, sum up the night for the Scarborough Sharks. Just behind Chevelle's run. Vesey down the line. Wilkinson looks for the return, but blocked by Prince. Vesey. John, can he get the hat trick? John! And just missing the target with the toe poke there, Kai John. Looking to get it on quickly. De Oliveira. Still De Oliveira, squeezes out, Chevelle places it over the bar. The Black Panther should have done better there. It's a big chance. He needed to at least hit the target and test Ignachenko. John, he's put his hand up for man of the match on us so far. Prince! And blocked by Miyakota to stop that one from coming in on the line. Chevelle, De Oliveira on the volley. Another save by Ignachenko. A gallant save, a smart save. Chevelle fires in, picked up by the Pumas. Wilkinson, good feet. John, a couple to beat. Loses out. He stays in, going on a run himself. You can see the flight keeper bibs coming out for Scarborough Sharks. Federbegovic is holding on the touchline. Ignichenko. In the middle to Vessi. And the 1-2. Can Vessi get there? Ingrajia clears. And it goes over the top of the court divider, so it will be a side ball. To the feet of Wilkinson. A nice back roll to Miyakota. Returns it to Alexander. Bennett Vessi, first time out. Miyakota, first time in the middle. De Oliveira, a lovely slide to win it back. And an even better nutmeg. Chevelle. First time ball out. Cleaned up by the Pumas. Vessi. Out wide to Wilkinson. Great work to sell the candy. Ball to the back post. Alexander on the left boot. Just strikes his effort wide, but a great bit of footwork and a great ball from Rory Wilkinson. Can they take it quickly again? Alexander scuffs his effort once again. Two big chances. Maybe should have done better there, Finlay Alexander. Ingrajia, who stays in. Still who stays in. Gets beyond one, can't beat the next. Prince, Branton Ustazen to Matt Ustazen, out to Chevelle, down the line. Ustazen with the toe poke on the turn. Ignichenko gathers on the second attempt. Bennett Vessi, Alexander loses his touch. Ingrajia to the feet of Chevelle. Who stays in, brings it in the center. No real options. And they lose out in the end. Jahel back on. Vessi makes a run to make some space. Wilkinson, the Sharks are pressing up high. Jahel, Miyakota. You can see what he was going for there with the parallel flick. Flicked it off, who stays in, and they get it back. Jahel, Vessi. Looks for the 1-2. Can't complete the pass. Picked up by Ustazen. Brandon Ustazen. Calms it down with Chevelle. Prince Ustazen. Over the top. Ustazen's or Chevelle's in rather. Ignichenko clears. Vessi. Can you keep it in? He does. Cross the court ball. Miyakota can't quite get there. And a timeout for the Sharks. Looking like they're going to employ the fifth man early after conceding a couple of Kai John goals that were avoidable, to say the least. Amir Federbegovic wearing the yellow shirt. He'll be the man to play it. A good goalkeeper. So it's not going to be easy for the Pumas to score, even if he is in net. And there's plenty of time, 10 minutes to go. Last 2 minutes of stop clock, so they put them under the pump early and work the ball quickly to open them up. The chances will keep coming. They have been coming. They just haven't been taken. As we're listening on the team talk, a lot of frustration there from Chevelle, just trying to rally his troops, give them the guidance they need to get the victory. They've got a lot of talent on the court and on the bench. The likes of De Oliveira and Korai Artentas on the bench. Game changers, that's for sure. Plenty of talent on the court as well, so no reason as to why they can't overturn the deficit. But the shots they have been taking have not been good today. They've been wasteful in front of net. Ignachenko has definitely been their enemy. They've had just as many, if not more, chances than the Pumas, but find themselves in a disadvantageous position. Elliott. And Elliott under pressure. And they lock him in there to Chevelle, and it stays in. But Elliott will get it back from the side. He plays it in the middle to Miyakota. Great ball to break the line. Miyakota can't keep it in. But a promising passage of play from the Pumas. You can see what they were trying to cause. Suck all the Sharks in, but now he stays in. Oh, he's placed it over Brandon, who stays in. He had to hit the target. He's holding his cheeks in his hands. He knows he needed to put that one away. But you'd figure if they keep creating chances like this, they're going to score one eventually. They'd have to, surely. So much talent on the court, so much danger off the boots of these players that surely one shot will end up in the goal. Ignachenko can't keep getting lucky, can he? Jahel twists and turns. He stays and defends gallantly. And 8 minutes and 30 left on the clock now. Elliott with the side ball on the far side. Jahel cuts inside, still going. Miyakota, the Sharks pressing. He stays and does well to win it back. Chevelle. Gareth Chevelle, a pinpoint ball over. First time. Oh, what a goal that would have been. But it's an even better save. Andrei Ignachenko, he wants to win more than anyone. Chevelle. Can they get a second attempt on goal? Chevelle blocked. Jahel flicks it forward into Chevelle, but it comes back to him. The overlapping run from Vesey. Ups in the middle. Miyakota, and a right arm from Hingragia will be enough. Jahel, so tricky, gets the shot on the left off, but blocked by Chevelle. Vesey to take the corner. Jahel is waiting for it up the line, ups in the middle, and dummied. Miyakota slices it on the left. Hingragia. Chevelle. Who stays in. Chevelle. He stays in, under pressure. Hingragia back to stays in. Chevelle gives him an option. Chips it down the line, lovely. Beautiful play from the Sharks, holding onto possession nicely. And Hustaison's found a way through, ball to the back post. Picked up by Elliott. Great tackle by Hustaison. Brandon Hustaison, Chevelle. Chevelle still going. Miyakota does enough to put him off. 6 minutes remaining. They've got to get De Oliveira back on. They need a goal. He'll be the man to give it to you. Wilkinson looking for Sean through. Chevelle. The overlapping run from Hustaison just didn't make it in time. Elliott. And a long ball over. Wilkinson couldn't quite bring it down. However, there was a touch there from Gareth Chevelle. John making the run inside the area. John again. A similar circumstance to the goal he scored in the match. His first one to be exact, but not on this occasion. Scussi's effort. The Sharks have not been set up quick enough from corners today. Chevelle, who stays in. Heavy touch. And Fedibekovic on now. Can he make the difference? It's a big frame. He's got a good shot. Can hold the ball up at pivot position nicely. He'll give them an outlet. And you can see what he brings. Fedibekovic. He's flying into everything. He knows time's his enemy. And the Sharks have to make something happen. John plays in the middle. Elliott back out to John. Over the top. But the ball's been overhit. Sharks will get it back. Flicked it on. Fedipekovic just couldn't get there. The big cheese. You can tell he's hungry. And Korai Altintas standing up on the bench. He's eager to get back on also. Sharks are working hard. They've had the better spell of chances in possession since the timeout. The Pumas are always dangerous on the counter-attack. Elliott sliding for it, but it can't keep it in. Chevelle across to his brother Josh, and now to Gareth again. Fedipekovic, but it's given away, and a good challenge. Elliott for his second. Probably should have opted to shoot. John Chahel rather. Still alive, blocked on the line. John for the hat trick. Elliott, a good save, sliding in still. Ball still alive and cleared in the end. Absolute chaos inside the D. A couple of chances for the Pumas, one after the other. But somehow the Sharks stay in the game by the hairs on their chin. It's Artintas, Chevelle. Artintas makes a run. He wants it over the top. Chevelle, shot from range. He hit that one with a lot of venom, but too far out to really trouble Ignichenko, who's been stellar this afternoon. Was that a foul? It was. Fedipekovic and Josh have gone in a little bit too aggressively there. Chahel, good feet, still driving, Chahel over the bar from close range. Would have been a good goal that. Chevelle, can he make it count up the other end? He's been threatening the goal all day. Chevelle can't try to be too individual. He had Artintas in support. Now you can see they're at it with the fly. He stays in. He's got lots of time and space. Feta! And Jan, with the sliding effort, can't find the empty net. And as every second it trickles down, it's looking all the more unlikely for the Perth Pumas. For the Scarborough Sharks, rather. The Perth Pumas getting closer and closer to an important victory. They've defended with heart today. They may not have had many more chances, if any. Is that goal bound? Not quite. Very nearly, though. And they're riding their luck with the fifth man. The Sharks almost got caught out on that occasion. De Oliveira getting warmed up. He's been off for 10 minutes. He'll be eager to get on and make an impact. Feta out wide. Chevelle across, who stays in. Chevelle across. The big cheese. A bad first touch. And that one wasn't much better from Staisen. In the middle, Maru Staisen out wide. Artintas on the follow-up. And just wide, somehow the ball will not find its way in. And they've called the timeout, the Perth Pumas. They've got 1 minute and 31 seconds left. Can they hold on? The Sharks are throwing everything at it. They want it badly. It hasn't been their night in front of goal tonight. They've got called off or caught out from a couple of errors, you'd have to say. A side ball, which really should have been saved. A poorly defended corner and a cheap giveaway at the back. That's all it is in it. They haven't really conceded a goal where they've made the Pumas work. They have made the Pumas work. They've made Ignichenko make multiple saves, but they just couldn't find at the back of the net. And now the 3 points lies on this last 90 seconds. They've got time. Can they change it? They're going to need to dig deep, but stranger things have been done. The Perth Pumas came back late to win it last time. They were down 3-2. They came back to win 4-3. 2 goals inside stop clock territory. Now you wonder if the Sharks can score 2 goals inside stop clock territory this time around to at least force a draw. An important draw it would be, because when sides are in and around here on the table, every match is essentially worth 6 points, and a draw will pretty much cancel them out and see them be in the same situation they were coming into the match. And you can see they're pressing high. They force the error, but it's not a turnover as it rebounds off Brandon Prince.
Let's go!
And foul kick in. They're coming at it with the fifth man. Matthew stays in. Prince, he can line them up on the left. He's got a good shot, Brandon Prince. They're playing 2 across the back, 3 across the front, the Scarborough Sharks. Brandon who stays in. You can hear the bench getting up in arms. They're eager, they're excited. They know they've got to get it moving on quickly. Who stays in. Back to another who stays in. Is that handballed? Referee not having a bar of it. However, Chahel's follow-up shot can't find the target. Who stays in, forgetting he's playing the flight keeper for a bit. And now the Pumas look to press high. Good ball out to De Oliveira. Who stays in on the overlapping run. Ignachenko sweeps and clears his lines. Who stays in to another who stays in, back to his brother. They've got to be efficient. It's one last roll of the dice now. The Pumas have held off this long. 40 more seconds left to go. Chafel looking for the back post, but Miyakota with a vital interception. And that one was goal bound, but another block, this time by Chahel. Time is the enemy of the Sharks. And that one from Ustazen needed to be hit with more venom. Given away by Ignachenko, who went for goal. Chafel driving forward in the middle. De Oliveira on the left. And that one blocked again. This Pumas defense staying so compact, blocking everything that comes anywhere close to the D. De Oliveira, Chafel fires. And again, blocked by John, who's having a great game today. He'll be the hot favourite to win man of the match, you'd have to say. 2 goals and a stellar defensive effort. De Oliveira again, and that one's cleared, but just missing the goal. And there's only 9 seconds left. I think the Pumas have done enough. He stays in, launches this one long, headed clear by Miyakota. And that's going to be enough. The Perth Pumas do the double over the Scarborough Sharks. An important, hard-fought victory. And as time runs out, Chevelle just belts that one, wins the corner, but it's only going to be a consolation. Prince fired into Ustazen as the referee's whistle goes, and it's a disappointing defeat for the Sharks. A big win for the Perth Pumas. The score remained 1-1 at halftime, a goal each to Ustazen and Elliott, but it was those 2 second-half goals from the in-form Kai Jan that proved to be the difference. And that concludes our coverage for tonight. 2 excellent displays of futsal between 4 great sides. We'll just have a look through the stats. So it was a very evenly matched contest. 21 shots, 13 on target for the Sharks. 22 shots, 12 on target for the Pumas. 52% possession for the Sharks, 48% for the Pumas. The Sharks having more attempted and completed passes and more time in possession of the ball as well. However, the only stat that really matters is goals, and Pumas were efficient tonight. It got them the 3 points, and whilst it won't be enough to make a late finals push, they can push to finish inside the top half of the table. My name's John Goodlich. Thank you for joining me tonight.